focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty. Good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this. Shift, watch the shift. Let's 50. Slam. Hey, Steamer.
To throw is Cousins. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 23 yards on the play. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Oh, nice move. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Check tight. Shift. Check the backer.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A first down throw for Cousins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Give him 30 yards there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Check 59. Hey, whoa.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Johnson was the intended receiver. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch it. 22. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 98.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, check. 11. Rush in. Hey, South. Motion. Right there. 54, right there.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey, Echo. Hey, flipper.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confident.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
This is Freeman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
No. Let's go, fellas.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for the...
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Check, Mike. Boy. Hey, watch the slant. Get up. Let him go.
To throw is Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Focus, defense, focus. Do. Express. Switch. Check.
On second down, Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's now second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, Alpha. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
To throw on second and 6, Cousins. His throw incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. On 1st and 10, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Charlie. Mike by 2.
To the air again, it's Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Ryan. And an alley to run. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Get ready.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Out to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Cousins now to throw on first down. And the catch made by Johnson. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down.
On second down now. It's Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Cousins the thrower. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the interception, here's Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
That keeps the score Falcons 20, Vikings nothing.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Check, 180. Check, 45 to Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Yellow. 45.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins going deep for Diggs. And now here is another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll take this across midfield and in.